Echoes of a Forgotten Crime. The sleepy town of Ashford was the kind of place where nothing ever seemed to happen. Nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, it was a haven for those seeking peace and quiet. Yet beneath its picturesque facade, the town harbored a secret, one that had been buried for over 3 decades. Detective Evelyn Harper had returned to Ashford for the first time in years, drawn back by a case that refused to let her rest. She had grown up in the town, leaving behind a life of quiet routine to chase justice in the city. But now, the echoes of a forgotten crime had called her home. The case revolved around the mysterious disappearance of Lily Morgan, a vibrant 17-year-old girl who had vanished without a trace in the summer of 1988. Lily's disappearance had haunted Ashford, but as the years passed, the case grew cold. Now, an anonymous tip had surfaced, claiming that evidence of Lily's fate lay hidden in the abandoned Greenfield estate on the outskirts of town. Evelyn arrived at the estate just as the sun dipped below the horizon. The once grand mansion was now a crumbling relic, its windows shattered and walls draped in ivy. The air was heavy with the scent of decay, and the surrounding forest seemed to press in closer, as if guarding the secrets within. Armed with a flashlight and a determination to uncover the truth, Evelyn stepped inside. The floorboards groaned under her weight, and the stale air carried a faint metallic scent. She scanned the entryway, her beam of light revealing faded wallpaper and broken furniture. The estate had been abandoned for years, but it felt as though someone had been there recently. Her first clue came in the form of a journal, tucked beneath the rubble of a fallen bookshelf. The leather cover was cracked with age, but the pages inside were surprisingly intact. The journal belonged to Lily Morgan, and its final entries sent a chill down Evelyn's spine. "I've been hearing things. Whispers in the night. Someone's following me, I'm sure of it. I told Mom, but she says I'm imagining things. I can't shake the feeling that something terrible is about to happen." Evelyn flipped through the journal, her heart pounding. The last entry was dated the night Lily disappeared. "I'm going to the Greenfield estate. I need to know if I'm right about him. If you're reading this, and I'm not back, please tell someone." The words lingered in Evelyn's mind as she continued her search. Upstairs, she found a room that appeared untouched by time. A faded photograph lay on the floor, showing Lily with a man Evelyn didn't recognize. The back of the photo bore a single name, Michael. Evelyn's flashlight flickered, and for a moment, she thought she heard footsteps in the hallway. She turned quickly, her breath catching in her throat, but the corridor was empty. The oppressive silence seemed to amplify every creak and groan of the old house. As she descended into the basement, the air grew colder. The faint scent of earth and mildew mingled with something sharper, more unsettling. The beam of her flashlight swept across the room, landing on a large rusted trunk. Her instincts told her that whatever she sought lay within. The trunk's lock was old but gave way with a few forceful tugs. Inside, she found a collection of items: a blood-stained dress, a locket engraved with Lily's initials, and a series of letters. The letters were written in a scrawled hand, filled with obsession and desperation. "Lily, you can't ignore me forever. I know you feel it too. We're meant to be together, no matter what anyone says. If you keep running, I'll have no choice but to make you see." The letters confirmed Evelyn's worst fears. Someone had been stalking Lily, and that obsession had led to her disappearance. But the identity of the writer remained a mystery. A sudden noise shattered the silence, and Evelyn's head snapped up. The sound of footsteps echoed from above, deliberate and slow. Her grip tightened on her flashlight as she climbed the stairs, her every step measured and cautious. "Who's there?" she called, her voice steady despite the fear knotting her stomach. No response came, only the sound of footsteps retreating deeper into the house. Evelyn followed the noise to the attic, her pulse hammering in her ears. The door was ajar, and she pushed it open to reveal a figure standing by the window. The man turned, his face illuminated by the pale moonlight. It was Michael, the man from the photograph. You shouldn't be here," he said, his voice trembling. His eyes darted around the room, as though searching for an escape. "Michael," Evelyn said, stepping closer. "You knew Lily, didn't you? What happened to her?" Michael backed away, his hands trembling. "I didn't mean to. I just wanted to talk to her. She was scared of me, but I didn't mean to hurt her. It was an accident." "What did you do?" Evelyn demanded, her voice sharp. Tears streamed down Michael's face as he spoke. "She fell. We were arguing, and she fell. I didn't know what to do. I panicked. I buried her in the woods behind the estate." Evelyn's heart sank as the weight of his confession settled over her. She called the authorities, ensuring Michael wouldn't escape justice. The next day, a search team uncovered Lily's remains, bringing closure to a mystery that had haunted Ashford for 30 years. The town mourned Lily's loss, but Evelyn knew that justice had finally been served. As she prepared to leave Ashford once more, she couldn't shake the feeling that the echoes of the past would linger, a reminder of the crimes that time could not erase.